Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many give it Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 33 yards. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 22-yard scamper. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. This will be caught by Brown.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
7-7, our score after 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hurts sets up to throw it. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. 11 yards for number 11. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Check, Bobcat.
They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Steps away. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes looks to throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Check. Check the Eagles.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to Sanders on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another run with Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Smith here. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Going for it with Sanders. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 87 yards. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They start on the ground here at Sanders, but only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At that 8-yard line.
Finding Watkins and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. And that's complete to Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This one out quickly to Watkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's Brown, and he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone inbounds, get them on the ground.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon,